Okay, and in this target, we're going to be going from from decimals to percent. Let's go back to our landmark. Here's 0.25 as a decimal. And how do we get that to 25%? Well, we're going to move it 2 places to the right, which really means we're going to multiply by 100. So in this case, we do the same thing. We move this 2 places. We have to put in that placeholder. So 0.4 becomes 40%. It's probably easier in number 17. This becomes 77%. These first 3 are kind of difficult. Take a look at this one here, number 15. We're always doing the same thing. We just have to put the placeholder in. This becomes 370%. And it makes sense because it's 3.7. That's like $3.70. Sure, that's 370% when you multiply that by 100. You go from decimal to percent. See if there's anything other quirky. Ooh, boy, some of these down at the bottom are pretty difficult. But I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to move the decimal 2 places, 1, 2, and all of a sudden I have 0.5%. It makes sense. 0.5%, that's like a half of a cent, right? If you were thinking about that as money, as a decimal, 0.00, there's no cents, there's 5. This would be like, that 0.5 there would be like a half of a cent. So yeah, that is correct. All right, so just continue to do the same thing. Here's the rule. You're going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. Make that a little bit prettier, that arrow. And really what you're doing there is you're multiplying by 100. Okay? My pen isn't very good there. There's your multiply by 100. Let's take a look at the next section. Here we're going to be just making these sentences true. Well, you've got to convert them both to decimals, or otherwise this isn't going to work. This is already in decimal form. This is like $1.50, right? And so 15%, I'm going to, again, I'm thinking 25%. How do I get that to a decimal? I move it 2 places. So I'm going to do the same thing with 15%. I'm going to move that 2 places. We got, this is 0.15. This is like 15 cents. So of course, $1.50 is greater. Here's 0.88. And let me just move this 2 places. That's 0.088. Yeah, well, of course, this is larger. So just make sure you make them both into decimals as you do this. General rule, when comparing, convert to decimals and you should be in good shape. All right, this next one here, let me just get my sheet here so you can see these last problems. Kids struggle with this, and I did too the first time I did it. So let me just see if I can work through this and help you figure this out. The table lists the approximate milk fat content of 5 different types of milk products. So here they all are. Okay, which product has the highest milk fat content? Well, this one does, right? This would be heavy cream. I mean, percent of milk fat. This is 37%. So yeah, obviously heavy cream does. Find the approximate number of grams of milk fat into a 200-gram serving of whole milk. So here's whole milk. Well, whole milk is 3.5%. Well, 3.5%. So if it's 0.35%, percent means per 100, right? So I'm going to make this into a decimal. Now I have 0.035, and I can take that number. This is per 100%. So this would be, I can just take this number here and I can multiply it by the 200 grams or by 150 grams or whatever it is. So if I do that, you're going to get 7 grams. That's the way to solve that one there. And then this last one, which product will have approximately 15.36 grams of milk in an 80-gram serving. Well, I can do the same thing. I can change all of these into decimals and multiply them by 80 and see which one it is. Let's take this one here. Let's just do, so we'll start at the top and we'll do 0.376, 0.367 times 80. Put that into the calculator. 0.367 times 80. That would be 29. Equals 29.36 would be grams, so that isn't it. So let's take the next one, which is 0.92. 0.192 times 80. 0.192 times 80. That was going to be about 15. 15.36, and there's our number we're looking for. So that's going to be light cream is your answer here. Sorry, I got to slide down. So the heavy cream came out to be 29.36 grams, but light cream worked out to be 15.36 grams. Okay. All right. Good luck finishing that.